Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Once again, we are the gatekeepers. I'm Emoli Edwin.
I'm Dennis Keton.
I'm Frankie.
And together we are
the gatekeepers.
Well, guys, today we want to do a preview of the finals that were played. We had the Uefa Euros 2020 and we had the Copa America where we saw Argentina carried the day, and the Euros, the dramatic Euros, we saw Italians. We saw it going to Rome, by the way. I don't know how you feel. I don't know if that was what you guys expected, but like I said, there's always a shock in the world of football. We saw the England full of under 21s being given heavy task on their shoulders, and of course, the outcome was the outcome. So, guys, let's jump straight into it. Dennis Keton, you predicted this match last time.
Yeah.
Was this the outcome that you expected?
Thank you so much, Mr. Pogba. For our viewers, guys, hi, how are you? It's been a minute. Yeah, we are just trying to recap on the aftermath of the Euro 2020 plus the Copa America. So on the previous video, I had earlier predicted about the Euro 2020 finals. In fact, I had said that the match would end in a 1-0 or 2-1. I had suggested that it wasn't going to be a heavy scoring game, and true to it lived up to it. It wasn't a heavy scoring game. It was a game full of emotions, the history of England, them not being in the final since 1966. They started by, their fans actually lived to the expectation. They started celebrating in advance even before the D-Day. And now when the material day came in the pitch, man, we got, it was a good game. We saw a good game. England started with a lot of fire, with a lot of steam in them, and true to that, the fullback, Mr. Trippier managed to give what an assist to show who didn't hesitate but gave the first goal within 1 minute and 50 something seconds. That was amazing. So up to now I can say that the match was good. Not to my expectation, because as you all know I was behind the three Lions, but they didn't win. But all in all, it was a nice one, and yeah, congratulations to the Italia.
I know you guys predicted last time a 2-1 win, all of you, 2-1 win in favor of England. But I know how you feel. I know how you feel, but I knew from the heart. And remember, I told you guys this thing is going to Rome. And you see, it has happened. This is the world of football.
You were casting aspersion on the match being rigged, but was it rigged?
No, it wasn't. That's why it was won fairly.
What do Frank think?
Frank, what's your preview about that game?
It was fantastic, of course. Italy winning and destroying England at their own palace. It was very fantastic. I think England should reduce their ego. At least maybe they can go far. So I think what caused England to lose, it's their high expectations. They were expecting more and rating Italy. Italy have won the Euros 3 times. Now this is the 4th time. England only once. How can you underrate the 4 times champions to with you one? I think it's something they should learn, and they should change and look at it on a different view, and just try to do their best. They have good players. They will one day shine, but not with ego. So it's congratulations to Italy, who always who are the dark horse in this tournament. And as we had predicted, yeah, Italy, kudos. Fabrizio also predicted the correct scores, 1-1 draw, and Italy winning penalty shootout. So big up to also Fabrizio Romano. I had seen his tweet. So that's it. For England, I will say you are a good team. Keep on the good spirit. for those good players that you have, they are still young. They can do it again, and we are together in this, man.
Definitely. And speaking of Italy winning, do you guys think it was right for Mr. Southgate to bring in Sancho and Rashford for the penalties? Despite that we know Rashford is not in a good condition right now, do you think it was a good idea?
If you ask me, um, the reason is it's neither here nor there. It's not a matter of Southgate being able to make a right choice or not. Because if you ask me, the reason as to why he brought in Rashford, remember he brought them at the dying end of the game, huh?
Definitely.
And you need to ask yourself, what position did Rashford come to replace? Who did he replace? He replaced Henderson, right? And Henderson had actually been substituted in that game. Do you know the reason as to why he did that? Because in the training before the match began, they were even training for the shootout. And in the shootout, Henderson missed a penalty, and Rashford scored. So on that merit, that's the reason as to why he actually brought in Rashford, with the confidence that this young kid can score the goal. You understand?
I understand.
So, and we, being football fans, we should all understand and know one thing. When it comes to penalties, at times it's usually a matter, it's usually a gamble. We've seen many big players gambling and actually losing penalties. So, just to answer your question, it's not in my position to actually say that Southgate was right or wrong. I believe that he's the manager of the team, and he's the one who knows his players, and it can't be the first time for Mr. Rashford, Sancho, or Saka to be hitting the penalty kicks. So for him to give them that opportunity, I want to believe that he knew what he was doing and he had confidence in them. It's only that sometimes if you live by the sword,
You die by the sword.
you die by the sword. So that's my take.
Frank, do you think it was right for him to give those little kids, let me call them little kids, a chance when they really needed it? They really needed it most.
I cannot talk much about it because it's their own decisions. For England to do such kind of decision, I think they had agreed for that, and you can see also Henderson was comfortable coming out of the game, being given a substitution by Southgate. So I think it's just their own making and their own decision. As I usually tell you, penalty is not for everyone, and it's just for luck. I mean, shootout, any team can win. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So it's not like if we have this and this, we will win. We will surely win because we have this and this and this. That's also goes to those criticizing people for not scoring penalty. If you are given the chance, you as a spectator, it's a lot of pressure for you to go and take the penalty and score. So if you try to criticize those players and you say that they don't know what they are doing, personally, if you are given the chance, would you score? So I don't think criticizing those players, especially the black, I mean, racist abuse to the players, it's making sense. I don't see any sense over there. So I think they're all okay. They're human, and I don't. Even Southgate is human. Yeah? So people do make mistake, so that they can learn. And I don't think there is any mistake on that.
Definitely. And by the way, personally, when I saw Rashford, Sancho, and Saka missing those penalties, I knew exactly what was ahead of them. They were in for for the internet. I knew they would be in for it because racial abuse, racial discrimination, all of it, name it. I knew they would face it. Despite that, we saw the England fans beating up the Italian fans. Guys, that's not football. Let's enjoy football. That's not football completely. So the English people, personally, I feel like it was you deserved to lose because of your ego, and I feel like when it will be the right time for you guys to win, please, you will, but not now when you think that you are over football. So it was not right for me. It was not right completely.
On that point of ego, I think I could have a contrary opinion on that, because I can ask you just a simple question. Yeah? Who are you saying that had the ego? Were they the England players, or were they the fans?
The fans have, they do. They always have so much ego.
The fans, right?
Exactly.
But who plays?
The players.
So remember, you as a passionate football fan, yeah? How many times do you defend your team passionately? Do you defend your team lukewarmly, or do you give it your all whenever you're talking about, maybe if I'm talking about Chelsea, you're talking about Manchester, or maybe we are talking about Harambee Stars?
I defend my team, but I don't abuse them. I don't insult them, because at the end of the day, they are my team. They are players from my team.
Remember, you see, when you talk of football, it's never something which has been scripted. This is usually reality. This is usually something which is real. So fans usually express themselves the best way they know how. Yeah? Though what we are calling out is, we should not subject football to be a game of compromise, whereby fans now, that's the time they get the opportunity to actually use strong terms on their opponents, or when it gets worse to worse, to even start using violence. And in terms of supporting your team and having passion behind that, that is okay, that is allowed. But let's not encourage hooliganism. Let's not encourage violence in the world of football.
Definitely.
We are calling out those fans who think that they own the results. It's football. It's a win-lose situation. You can't have it all. At one moment you win, the other moment you lose. The best thing about all these things in football, there are always lessons, right, guys?
Definitely.
So we learn. You win, you learn. You lose, you learn. So it's never a matter of life and death. Huh? But the greatest lesson from this, I think, which we will take away home again, is in any kind of sports, it's never over till it's over. And when the wise man says that don't count your chicks before they hatch, I think they were right, because there's no way you can be 100% confident that you're going to deliver when it's not so.
Definitely.
So that's my take, guys.
So that has been our preview on this dramatic finals. And let me say, according to me, these Euros have been the most amazing of all for me personally. But to the England fans, to the English fans, please lower your egos. And then I saw our fans, the likes of Akina Genevieve, Shonti. By the way, I remember Shonti saying he was an Italian fan, but Dennis Keton was there, and I remember you telling him that he will be shocked. Guys, I'm so happy that the shock shocked the shocker. And to Genevieve, as an English fan, please take heart. These things do happen, and as I told you, we always support the winning team, definitely. So next time, be with me, or you'll cry alone. Others, guys, that's it for today. This is where we have so much fun. Remember, we have our last videos where we will show clips of how dramatic the English people were. They ended up beating the Italian fans. They stormed into the on ground. And well, guys, that was it for today. Thank you so much for your comments. Please subscribe if you're new here, and let's move together. Or what can you tell them, Mama?
Thank you, guys. It has been what a Euro 2020. Until we meet next time for Euro 2024, maybe
2022, Labda.
2024. 2022 will be World Cup.
Definitely.
2024 should be the next Euros, I believe. Otherwise, guys, we appreciate. Thank you for having been with us in the entire journey since I think we've reacted to each and every match in the Euro 2020.
Definitely. One by one.
One by one.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for always tuning in to support us and actually to listen to our opinions. We appreciate.
We're out.